Connor Cincerbo when he was born on March 17, 2004. This is my brother, Connor Cincerbo, when he was 2 years old. The only thing he had to worry about at this point was what time his favorite show, The Wiggles, would be on that night. This is my brother, Connor Cincerbo, at age 4. He was going to preschool now, and he had a lot of friends, and he loved playing on the swing set. And this is my brother, Connor Cincerbo, at age 6, when we found out he had autism. This was also the time when the word retarded became more than just a leisurely word that I would hear people say down the hallway of my school. The definition of autism in the English dictionary is a developmental disorder that impairs someone's ability to communicate with others and to create strong bonds. Now, I think that that's a very bland way of describing autism, because autism is so much more than that. So when I'm describing autism to someone, I like to think of it in a rainbow. On one side of the rainbow is high-functioning autism. This is where someone's able to go up to someone else and to start a conversation. However, they have things going on inside of them that people can't see with the human eye. On the other side is lower-functioning autism. This is a type of autism where someone may not be able to talk, and they might only be able to use like short sounds, not full sentences, or they might not be able to go up to someone and start a conversation. My brother lies on higher functioning autism. Now, by a show of hands, when I showed the picture of my brother when he was 6 years old, how many people thought that he had autism? You can raise your hands. Okay, exactly. This is the problem. When I walk down the hall, I hear people saying the word retarded and stupid all the time. And I don't think that people understand that people have high functioning autism and they don't look like they do. This is the problem that my brother goes through every day. Now, I'm not here to talk about what you should and shouldn't say. I'm here to talk about what goes on inside of my brother's head every single day. The 3 things that I want to talk about today are food anxiety, sensory, and a black and white perspective. Food anxiety. How many of us, when we were kids, loved to eat mac and cheese, tater tots, all that kind of good stuff? Okay. My brother couldn't go near that because of what went on inside of his head every day. Ever since I could remember, my brother has only been able to eat about 10 foods. And that's because every time he goes near something new, he goes into a panic attack because he can't physically make himself pick up a new food and try it, which can be really hard because my family and I, we like to go to restaurants all the time. We like sushi, we like Italian food, we like all that kind of stuff. But we have to make sure that there's something there that my brother can eat. And if there isn't, then we have to change our plans, which can become really stressful sometimes. Sensory. I'm a water polo player and I also swim. When I go to meets, it's loud, there are people everywhere, and the noises are ridiculous. My brother can't go to any of them. He can only go if he has earbuds in or he's playing a game on his phone. Because what sensory is when you feel like you're trapped inside of your own body and everything around you gives you an anxiety attack. This is stressful because I love my brother so much and I love it when he comes to my sporting events. But he can't because he feels so trapped inside of himself. The last thing I want to talk about is a black and white perspective. What a black and white perspective is when you see something one way or the other. There's no gray area in between. This can be really hard when we're just trying to have a simple conversation with him. When we're going up to him and being like, that was so ridiculous, or that was so bizarre, he actually thinks that what you're talking about is ridiculous. He doesn't see the joking manner in it. He takes it very literally. This can be, again, very complicated when we're just trying to have a simple conversation. My family and I are all big jokesters and we like to joke around and tease each other, but we can't do that around him because of how literally he takes it. Now, I bet that none of you thought that my brother had something like this going on inside of him. Am I right? Yeah. That's the problem. What I want everybody to take away is not a better understanding of autism, but it is. But in a different way, I want you to walk out of here, and I want you to think about what you say before you say it. I want you to walk down the hallway and say to yourself, I'm about to say something, but who is it going to affect around me? It doesn't have to be someone with autism or with another disorder. It could be someone who's related to that person or someone who's a close family friend. I walk down these halls of FHC every day, and the amount of times that I hear the word retarded or ridiculous, that person looks stupid, I hear that every single day. You don't know who you're affecting. You have no idea. I want all of you to take away from this presentation that there are people, just like my brother, and just like me, who have a sibling who has a developmental disorder. And I want you to think of what you say before you say it, because you have no idea who you're affecting. This is a picture of my family. My parents had a vow renewal not too long ago for their 20 years. And right there is my brother, Connor Sincerbo, at age 14. Happy, healthy, and life-loving.